Akaash Singh's comedy special proves that he hates his wife. There's a lesson in here. Even on stage, he can't escape the cuck chair.
My wife's emotional needs, I'm a bad husband. And if my wife can't meet my physical needs, I'm a bad husband.
What's amazing is when the credits roll, we see Singh for who he really is. He picks up his fluffy white dog.
Oh! That's a curve in real time. Now, this breakdown of his comedy special was posted over a year ago. So the OP, the original source, called this out before any of this even happened.
Just awkwardly stands next to his wife while he tells her how much he loves her. And even then he can't help
Hold up. She didn't avoid the kiss here.
who he really is. He picks up his fluffy white dog.
Oh, no. No, she didn't.
Yeah, Akaash Singh is locked in the cuck chair like I'm locked in my Herman Miller. $1,700, by the way.
Do it in the comedy special, baby. Oh, this chick. Before we get started in today's content, I just got to say, there is way too many of y'all that think that my background is AI, all right? That's real, all right? Show me some respect. But listen, in order to get more in lines with the Christmas spirit, I made 3 changes to this studio setup.
She's the LeBron James of avoiding affection from her husband. That's an AI knocking sound effect.
Whoever's the first person to correctly call out those 3 changes, I'll give you a $100 cash app, all right? Good luck. Just a little token of appreciation to say thank you for not only being a part of the team, but a part of the notification game.
This guy is like if a caramel macchiato was a person, bro. That's a compliment.
And constantly paying attention.
Because those things are delicious.
The updates. That's my token of appreciation. Anyway, to get into today's content, you guys are not going to believe this. We had to go back in the archive.
If I was a drink, what would I be? Eggnog, black cold brew on ice?
To uncover this review. Now, this is a person who goes by the name of Comedy Without Errors. He uploaded a video.
Or am I a Diet Coke? Pure, crisp, elite.
This is back in March of 2024, titled Akaash Singh's Gaslit is Terrible. All right. We've talked about this comedy special. You can currently view it up on YouTube, referred to as Gaslit. This gentleman did a review of it, and it is ridiculous how incredibly well.
Unironically, I threw on this comedy special when I was doing my hair, because here at Third Eye Global, kick.com/Philion, I mean, people think I wake up like this, which is true, but there's definitely some maintenance that is involved. I use the most exquisite creams and elixirs for this mane, and I figured, hey, let's give him a shot, right? He's a stand-up comedian. He's got millions of views on this shit, and to my unsurprise, it was dog water. It was not funny in the slightest. In fact, it gave me a sense of existential dread, because the entire bit is him bitching about his relationship. Now, for context, this is not a current special, so it adds a whole shadowy paradigm to the current dynamic that is Akaash Singh and his wife on the internet.
That this video has aged. It's almost like this gentleman had a crystal ball, or that he time traveled into the future, saw the situation that Akaash is going through right now, traveled back in time a year and a half ago, and uploaded this video. It's absolutely insane. But apparently in this comedy special, Akaash spent a third of it complaining about his wife's behavior, and with the marriage in general. It's like all of the right.
That's just a weird move. And I don't know if it's because the target audience is brown coded. Now stay with me. That's not racist. A lot of these comedians do something where they tap into the archetype that they're given. With Sebastian Maniscalco, it's Italian-American immigrants. With Akaash, it's Indians. It's very commonplace. And maybe these relationship dynamics are quirky or transgressive to talk about. I struggle to empathize with it. Crowd work and hack race humor killed comedy. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I myself identify as a brown girl, so don't even hit me with any of that racism in the comments, okay?
It was on the wall. You just had to be paying attention to it. And I find it interesting that he refers to this special as Gaslit, which I believe in part refers to, obviously, what his wife did in order to convince him that she was a damn virgin.
I couldn't have put it in better words. Hack race comedy.
But also, if you keep on studying my videos and keep getting into the psychology of him, He's gaslighting himself into accepting the situation. And now not only has he accepted his situation, but he can't get out because he's married to her. What we're all about to hear are the jokes, but underneath, you can hear the resentment, confusion, and the regret. Let's get active on this one. Without further ado,
Let's get active. I like that. I might start using that.
Weedy kid who became friends with the bully Akaash Singh slaps us round the face with his second stand-up special, Gaslit. This comes off the back of his 2022 20-minute barely a special Bring Back Apu. You might be familiar with Singh as the co-host of the cringy and obnoxious Flagrant podcast with King Andrew Schultz. Here's Singh wearing a white
Waluigi looking ass.
hat. Think about that.
You see, Andrew Schultz is an interesting one because although I don't find him funny, he occasionally has his moments, but he does have something that a lot of comedians don't have, and that is a level of charisma that is conducive to internet success. So you don't have to like him, but he does have high energy.
Think about how cool he thinks he looks. Going into Gaslit, there was reason to be hopeful. The central routine of Apu, that the former Simpsons character was actually a positive portrayal of Asian stereotypes, was an interesting one. Would he explore more cultural and racial tensions from his unique perspective? No. No,
I'm just not interested in unique racial perspectives. What year is it?
won't do that. What he will do is rag on his wife for 78 minutes while relentlessly mocking queer people. I should have known.
The old ball and chain.
And from the title.
Me and my bitch wife.
I should have known from the Flame Effect title.
okay, so this is a comedy review channel.
The show's opening is actually awesome. Dance troupe UTD Lash takes to the stage with a fusion of Bollywood and hip-hop. It promises a cross-cultural collision, traditional and contemporary colliding in bold and exciting ways. Then Singh comes on. He's wearing an oversized embroidered black jacket with these baggy pale cargo pants, the definition of a 40-year-old pretending to be 25. The set...
Yeah, a lot of comedians fall into this trap. It's the Emma Chamberlain paradox, except a lot dorkier. See, Emma Chamberlain was a YouTuber who got famous because of her relatability. And because she got famous, she then got rich. And then since she got rich, it killed her relatability. So a lot of people stopped watching. What you find with these stand-up comedians is that they get paid too much money for what they do. And then they get an inflated ego. They think they're smarter than they actually are. And then they dress like a bunch of metrosexual idiots.
Is trying to ooze rap concerts. What it actually oozes is a bunch of stools stuck to the walls. I found Singh's voice grating from the get-go. His delivery is bombastic. Nearly every punchline is yelled in a nasal squawk.
My wife and I also are trying to have a baby. She doesn't know that yet, but I'm working on it.
Bye, 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 bye.
Well,
But I want to laugh because of how fucking bad and cringy that is.
apparently at this point, he didn't know
Like,
that
I feel bad.
she plans on getting a surrogate.
I don't want to have kids yet anyways. And this is gonna sound so stupid.
Sounds like the special worked out. Everyone's singing his praises. Hell yeah, dude.
But these are my 3 reasons. Is A, I'd have to get off spironolactone and I feel like my acne will flare up. B, I can't get laser hair removal, so I'm worried I'm gonna have a beard. And then C, all the other like stuff that sucks about being pregnant, like you can't do Botox and you can't eat tuna salad and your body changing, and then like all the scary stuff about the delivery. But my mother-in-law is saying that don't worry.
I forget that he's 41 and she's 32, which I guess is not that much older than me, but I'm at least expecting some level of maturity.
She says everything just goes away, but I don't know if that's true. What?
All I know is I've been popping my pussy in those white boy frat houses.
That's genuine. Because I would really get a surrogate.
To avoid acne?
Yeah, acne is a big deal. It's not funny. Can someone tell me what they did for their acne? Because you can't even use any topicals. You can't use tretinoin. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
You don't even care. So forget it. I'm not even.
How?
This is too big a gamble.
Could you imagine your girlfriend or wife just recording your conversation and turning it into content? You're just chilling on the couch trying to relax and you're like, why did you just turn that into content? Like, why is this being recorded?
Because if I'm pregnant and I get pimples, what am I gonna do? You guys are such jerks. I'm never talking to you again. It's not funny. Okay, forget it. I'm not even talking to you.
I love you. No, let's get pregnant.
No, I don't want to.
Come on.
No, because... Ah!
Say it ain't so, my boy.
Yo! She won't kiss him, bro.
She's gonna use the good old "I might get acne" excuse, right? Like, to withhold her from the creation of legacy and family. Oh, that damn
You must secure the bloodline.
excuse gets him every time. Anyway, let's continue.
Singh is best doing crowd work, but like Schultz, is less interested in getting to know people than boiling them down into the three main colour groups of white, black and brown. He does figure out a guy worked in hotels and has the last name Patel with psychic precision. It's a great party trick, but even these interactions are mired with this posturing obnoxiousness. Within the set are all the hallmarks of the self-described bad boy, punching down on marginalised groups, terrible puns, shock jock humour and a shoehorned dance around the word retarded.
What can you learn from a bee? You know what I learned? You couldn't be any dumber. That's what I learned. Feels like I'm raising a real beatard, actually.
Singh's bad boy pretensions are coupled with premises so old and hacky they could have been delivered by Fred Flintstone. For the opening 30 minutes, Singh lays out the hilarious differences between men and women.
Okay.
You know, I did not know, fellas, when your girl has an emotion, she expresses it.
Okay.
What the hell is even that?
To set
I
up.
genuinely don't understand how you could write material like this without wanting to shoot yourself in the head.
Who allowed this to happen? Because you would need some level of clout and money to be taken seriously. You see what I mean when I say I fucking hate stand-up because it's for unfunny people trying to be funny, which inherently is not funny?
Guys, women, they have like these feelings, which is like crazy because us guys, we don't have any feelings. Man, women are so What quickly becomes obvious is,
If you have to pay to laugh, you're not gonna make it.
holy shit, Singh doesn't like his wife.
Chasing laughs is like chasing hoes. Goodbye, aura. So true.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, he doesn't like her.
I mean, you're only getting this analysis over on kick.com/Philion, streaming every single day of the week, except for days that I don't feel like it because I need to rest, recover, repeat.
At all. We continually hear how Singh feels suffocated by his partner. It even slips into a bit of crowd work about arranged marriages.
How do you marry someone before you get to know them?
See, this is the hack race comedy that I'm talking about. Arranged marriages. See, since I identify as a brown woman, I get it. But for the average white boy out there with motion, it's just gonna go over your head.
How do you marry somebody after?
He constantly reassures us that their relationship is healthy.
It is wild to watch him ask the audience that question after we know how his story matured, especially considering how often that she will publicly avoid his kisses.
Look good, Mr. Armstrong.
Dude, how many of these videos exist? A fucking new one hits the towers every stream.
Strong. You kill me,
Is this AI? Somebody tell me that this is not real.
On Saturday when I saw her, I said, Daria, do you know? And she said, I don't know anything.
Oh, he's going in for the kiss.
I don't know anything. She's a good liar. Then she's a good liar.
Yo, I just feel bad. I gotta take a lap. I don't feel good. I'm squirming. I want to help him. Please, somebody reach out to him on my behalf. We'll hit some pads. We'll lift some weights. Maybe go for a run. We'll talk about philosophy, psychology. This is just brutal.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
No, I don't want those gifts.
I know. Why not?
I don't like, I don't care about, I like tangible goods.
None.
I don't like, I don't care about,
But it sounds like desperate overcompensating. He sets up one joke saying that the fellas shouldn't care about most of the things their
I still can't get over the fact that this was posted over a year ago. Bro's speaking to us through the multiverse. He knew this was gonna happen.
wives nag them about. Fellas! the fellas, which he follows up by saying,
And it's not, for the record, because women are illogical or hysterical or any hacky shit like that. The fact is, women are just more emotionally evolved than men.
emotionally evolved.
What?
Right. You can see why Singh needs to say this to avoid looking like an...
It's crazy to me that these stand-up comics actually took a page out of pickup artists and peacock on stage. They wear fancy jewelry, designer clothes, everything looks like it fits slightly off. It's like they're wearing a clown suit.
outright sexist. Yet at no point in the next 10 minutes does Singh demonstrate his wife's emotional superiority.
Oh, I love you so much. I can't. I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with you. We never spend any time together!
In fact, Singh
How is he supposed to recover from this cuckening? Red meat, lifting weights, ignoring women, stacking Bitcoin? That should do it.
goes out of his way to show how he has the emotional maturity.
I take your emotions very seriously. But the way you are expressing them, I understand that's just the best way you know how in this moment. And underneath that, I still see the pure...
20 years in Dagestan minimum. So if that's what I think it is, this is exactly what I mean. That's a rose gold AP, which is like a $75,000 to $100,000 watch. If you're a stand-up comedian, there's no reason why you should be wearing that.
precious person that I married.
Matt Rife does this throughout Natural Selection.
This is why he called the special Gaslit. It's not about her gaslighting him, it's him gaslighting his damn self. He keeps bending reality.
And it's because none of it matters. I shouldn't even be able to point out the articles of clothing that you're wearing. I should just be laughing at your jokes.
He keeps coping through the outburst. He keeps making excuses for her BS and her nonsense just so he doesn't have to admit that he chose the wrong woman. And the choice goes so deep that he dedicated so much.
And it's not that I'm against fancy things. Sure, treat yourself. Maybe it's a token of your hard work. But the problem is, these people are imposters. They are being rewarded for their work disproportionately because the quality of their work is not good.
Of his comedy special to poke fun at it. This is his life.
Quick emergency meeting.
I have a feeling he will run out of money soon. Combination of stupidity, bad at his job, and this cuck thing, not ideal. Yeah, it's the trifecta.
A year and a half ago, but Akaash giving his wife a mic completely changes the context of this portion of his special.
Where he prefaces jokes by saying how deep and in touch with his feelings he is.
And it just so happened the guy Lenny
in the room right next to her remembered everything. This guy was the coolest person I had ever met. He was 97 years old and he had the coolest life I had ever heard. He would tell me story after story after story for hours and hours on end.
Is it true that Matt Rife got Chad surgery?
Stories. It was a very full life. He fought in 3 wars in his lifetime.
climbed 5 mountains. He
I mean, there might as well be a sign above his head saying, "Not like the other boys." But what happens when it's time to turn this depth into a joke?
he told me he fucked Rosa Parks. I know, in the front of the bus.
The punchline is an immature flash of nothing that doesn't mean anything or make any sense. As Miles Klee says, there are no stakes, no commentary, no bite. Parks is a throwaway reference, flashing into the story like a cutaway gag in Family Guy, to let Rife nod toward racism and
I feel like a disappointed teacher grading papers.
segregation without engaging in these fraught subjects.
If anything, this should be a wake-up call that you can just do things. Like the bar is on the floor. It has never been easier to succeed.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out. The reason Rife tells us
Apparently.
how deep he is in the setup is because that depth is nowhere to be found.
I'm over here on kick.com/Philion being like, see me after class. See me after class.
In the punchline. Singh is doing the same thing. He says women are more emotionally evolved than men to cover his back, then proceeds to use that as an excuse to just rag on his wife. It comes across as clueless and incredibly stupid. Another theme that quickly rears its head.
What's hilarious is that this reviewer is saying rag on wife, but then in turn the wife does the most embarrassing shit humanly possible publicly to Akaash. And even before bro gave her a mic, she was probably doing that shit at game nights, dinner parties, in front of his parents. But a year and a half ago, publicly, we're looking at him regretting his decisions without the context of understanding that he married a demon witch serpent woman. That brags about being nothing but a user and a liability that can...
You see, if he had any balls, he'd say, here's the thing, never talk about my wife again.
Contributes nothing of value to a relationship. This guy is being eaten up inside. So it comes across, because we didn't know at the time, as ragging on his wife. Bro was crying out for help mid-comedy special,
is
baby.
how insecure Singh is about his sexuality. When Singh gets into an argument with his wife insinuates that him expressing his feelings is gay. It's an interesting snapshot into their relationship. Singh is clearly terrified of
Liver King stays undefeated. Unwavering eye contact. Sets it up with, here's the thing, and then delivers the lethal kill shot. Never talk about my wife in that context. No elaboration. Everyone got the message. Primals, can I get a yeah boy?
being seen as feminine, emotional, or anything that doesn't fit with his narrow framework of masculinity. What's worse is how Singh's wife exploits this during arguments.
That hurt my feelings. And she goes, okay.
If Singh was aware of any of this, he'd have an interesting basis for a joke. I should also add, some of these feelings may be cultural. Singh was born in Texas to South Asian parents. He could
I told you, this is directed towards one singular audience, and they probably love it.
explore the pressures to be masculine and unemotional in a way that is unique to him. But instead, he speaks in the broadest generalizations. It's such a wasted opportunity. Hey, my bros, my bros, my bros. Doesn't it suck when you try to express your feelings to your wife and she makes fun of you, exploiting a fundamental insecurity about your idea of masculinity, making you feel gay? Man, I love my wife. It's actually
Somebody's got to pull the lever to drop the floor out to the spike pit.
quite
This guy's
sad.
good.
By generalizing these as things all couples go through, he's normalizing toxic behavior. This isn't the difference between men
If I was a king and I paid someone to make me laugh, and this was the caliber of commentary, I'm throwing him through the moon door.
and women. It's just two insecure people that don't know how to communicate. For the record, anyone whose mood is doing this isn't healthy.
Right.
And Singh, who says all men should respond as an emotionally repressed flatline, is perpetuating static gender roles and emotional
Just remaining completely stoic while watching from the cook chair.
states
Talk
that
about
create
it.
bad relationships.
Come on.
Sorry, I know that's a bit of a TED talk, but it makes it really hard to buy into Singh's act when what he's claiming as universal truths are outdated gender roles. It also
Hey, listen, my brother, I know that you say that it sounds a little bit like a TED Talk, but that kind of information is absolutely needed and it's absolutely necessary. For Akaash is a symptom of a much larger problem that is brewing within the state of manhood and masculinity. Today, the modern man has been boxed into a corner made to feel like the feminine way of dealing with something, or the feminine or the female paradigm, is the correct way to deal with something. Men have been required to lower themselves or to diminish their standards for fear of the consequences of being determined to be toxic masculine. Mean girls like her
I'm toxically masculine.
will treat a man like shit for speaking up, shaming him into his existence, meanwhile complain if he doesn't buy her the world, or complain if he wasn't chivalrous in nature. You cannot make this ish up. But the psychology of Akaash's own combat with his own understanding of what it means to be masculine actually reminds me of this other clip where he said that he was scared of having a soft son.
So what did you say if we have a son?
You said our son is gonna be soft, and I said he won't.
Our son is gonna be soft.
because I won't love him.
You're
The problem is he's soft.
5'7". I'm
I don't think
5'2".
physically soft would annoy me, but emotionally soft would really, I can't handle it. You sent me the video of the kid screaming when he touched soggy bananas.
I don't know, dude. If I look at a crab, I scream like a little girl and freak the fuck out.
I don't want to hit kids, but I think about it. I'd throw the banana at him at least.
This is why Akaash said he needs
If you lock me in a room with a lobster, I'm killing myself.
to have girls. Because he's not gonna love
I
this.
won't love a soft son.
Okay,
Man up.
soft son, exhibit A. Look at your dog.
He's a dog, yo. How many times did Happy bark at a big dog and kill him? All the time. That's me. That's my son. That's my son.
So we're gonna get IVF, and I guess we're just gonna have to pick girls, right?
Sure. But if we have a son, he's not gonna be no bitch.
Akaash, so once again,
Speak for yourself, bro.
Fear is a projection because of how he feels about himself. He doesn't know if he's
Good that Akaash is such a masculine giga. I know.
equipped.
Dude, he could lead by example.
To arm his own son, if he was to have one, with the information, the tools necessary to be a strong man in the upcoming society. Because deep down, he knows that he wasn't strong enough to avoid this bullshit. Let's go.
Excludes anyone who's not in the most vanilla heterosexual relationship. What about queer couples?
Hey, what's wrong with vanilla?
Anyone who doesn't think men and women should act like characters from Mad Men.
But wait, there's more.
The final flourish of this routine is an absolute killer.
If I took you completely seriously,
Bro got jump scared by Pan's Labyrinth.
I would have to beat you up. I'm not sure who you think you're talking to.
I didn't know it was possible to be that zesty.
It can't possibly be me. For real.
Bro, zestier than a lemon.
Otherwise, I would have
Bro, zestier than a lime. Bro, zestier than any citrus I've ever seen.
to fuck you up.
Yes, the loving spectre of domestic violence. And what an ominous little chuckle. This joke stuck out to me because Singh, who is only 5'7",
Bro's not acting, he's just being himself.
Evan is doing some Napoleon-esque overcompensating. Singh does mention how short he is in other jokes, but here, he avoids it totally. Singh could add some humility by tagging the joke by saying they're pretty much the same height, and his wife would probably win in a fight.
Yeah,
But
she would dominate him. It's not even fun. Like, it's too simplistic. Like, I'm gonna beat up my wife. Like, huh? Flip the joke on its head, where she's pegging you and giving you back shots. I don't know.
he doesn't. He just lets this thought sit there. Underneath that fake laugh, you see a man stare out across the audience, desperately trying to reassert.
Once again, this was created as a criticism over 1 year ago in 2024.
The dominance he doesn't have in his marriage. It's weird. It is very weird. This leads me to a pretty big gripe about how Singh talks and behaves on
Pure testosterone. We will be using that.
stage. It is totally disingenuous. Singh, who sheepishly mentions he enjoys watching Shark Tank, Gossip Girl, and Modern Family, is clearly just a boring dude in an unhappy marriage. Yet on stage he's trying to project this image of an uber toxic alpha bro. The reason Bill Burr's act feels authentic is because we know he acts on stage the way he would in real life. With Singh, it's like, no way. He continually
Yeah, there's a disconnect. You're not who you say you are, little bro.
calls his wife a bitch. Something you know he would never, ever say to her face.
I just think the bitch don't listen sometimes. Bitch, you get on a boat, bitch. Bitch. You can't even let me die alone.
In his big closer, Singh says he should be allowed to solicit sex workers because his wife doesn't meet his physical.
I would go one step further and even say that he's putting on a performative black scent, referring to your wife as like a hoe, a bitch. That's like street cred pimping bullshit.
Needs. Meanwhile, his wife can solicit random guys to talk with to meet her emotional needs. Do they even have a relationship at all?
Let's also not forget how it disgusts her to think about him when she's self-pleasuring.
Wait, funny story.
Yeah.
One time I was using my vibrator at my parents' home, and in my childhood bedroom. Okay, I was home for like 2 weeks.
Wait, can I also ask what kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow. I actually have a lot of respect because I don't think I would be able to do that, number one. And number two, my OCD would never, in my intrusive thoughts, like it would keep getting
Average female gooner. Yo.
I sometimes think of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was using it at
You have ADHD, don't you?
I actually like her. This girl rules, bro.
Start thinking of random shit.
No, I focus on the task at hand, okay? At hand, literally.
So if you think of your husband, do you think of him like doing anything to you, or you?
Yes, I think of him doing all of the things to me.
Okay.
You know why I actually like Jasleen? It's because she's representing the lunar masculine. She's like a cat. She doesn't give a fuck about anyone's approval. She just does.
Okay.
Even the idea that we know that she self-pleasures by her own admission is just Wild.
I'd also like to add there's a really funny moment where he remembers he wants to deliver this routine sitting on a stool, and he has to awkwardly walk to the side of the stage and pull it out of the set. I knew they were stools. It's like he just remembers he saw Dave Chappelle in the Bird Revelation, and he was like, man, all my friends will like me if I sit on a stool like Dave Chappelle. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him go. Oh yes, I better. Oh yes, I need to get my little stool. It's so
Bro thinks he's Socrates.
lame.
But here's what
He fucking pulled the cuck chair off the wall.
learned. If I can't meet my wife's emotional needs,
Except he's sitting on it the wrong way. It's upside down.
I'm a bad husband. And if my wife can't meet my physical needs, I'm a bad husband.
Right, I can't believe this is a real routine. Firstly, it's just outrageously sexist. Second, he might as well just start screaming, my wife doesn't find me sexually attractive. Thirdly, you never believe for 1 second Singh would ever do this.
My wife this, my wife that. Is just emotional damage.
Or even mention this to his wife. This isn't comedy, it's a wish fulfillment
What's crazy is I'm pretty sure she's backstage, dude. That's what makes this worse.
fantasy delivered by a sexually frustrated 40-year-old who has only ever dated one woman. Singh
He's just like, help me, dude, help me, screaming on the inside.
It's the living embodiment of the Key and Peele sketch where they keep acting like they can call their wife a bitch while moving further and further away from the house. He talks about sex workers and demanding his wife's respect, but you just know when he gets home, he'll put his hot chocolate on a coaster so he doesn't stain the coffee table.
Daryl, I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said,
bitch.
I said.
If y'all never seen this skit, you gotta see it.
I said, bitch.
Hey guys.
Hey girl, how you doing, man? You having a good time? You seen the bedroom? Man, we just looking at the washing machine.
What's amazing is when the credits roll, we see Singh for who he really is. He picks up his fluffy white dog and just...
Yeah, I told you, she's right there, bro. To be honest, I wouldn't kiss him either. I'm just saying, if I'm Jasleen, I just heard that shit coming out of his mouth. I'm not kissing him either, bro. Phil, why are you imagining? Shut the fuck up, okay? What, you don't imagine yourself? Please.
awkwardly stands next to his wife while he tells her how much he loves her. And even then, he can't help...
Hold up.
You know what? Jasleen's actually based as fuck, dude. Yo, she's like, yeah, go do your fucking little comedy thing, how much you hate me, but I own you. You will bow to me. And guess what? After this, with your cute little AP, we're going shopping to Mew Mew. Okay? Remember those white boy frat houses? And then he's just shell-shocked. He's in the sunken place. He's hypnotized. As he falls from grace. And her voice becomes slow and reverb. And then all he gets to snap him back to reality is looking at the credit card statement of $150K leaving his account from Louis Vuitton in the Dubai airport.
He didn't avoid the kiss here.
For who he really is, he picks up his fluffy white dog.
Oh, no! No, she didn't do it in the comedy special, baby.
Honestly, this relationship's kind of hot if you're a cooked beta cuck. Yeah, this is a cuck's fucking fantasy. This is the best. If you're into humiliation.
Oh, this chick. She just does not care. But I think
bro, imagine that. You'd be bricked up at all times.
What's even crazier than her constantly rejecting him, I don't know if it's just crazy or sad, is Akaash constantly tries. I mean, this is where you begin to feel sorry for the young man and where our education begins, because smart men learn from their own mistakes, but wise men learn from other men's mistakes. Let's proceed.
And just...
Let's proceed.
Awkwardly stands next to
Yeah, joke's on us. He's loving this. You know, when somebody actually gets, like, weirdly turned on out of being humiliated, it's like, whoa. Now the joke is on me for entertaining this. Because he's getting pleasure out of it.
Wife, while he tells her how much he loves her.
Gaslight
and even then,
the
he can't help but rag on her.
And this is our dog, by the way, Happy.
Your hate just makes me get harder.
Love you.
The dog gets kisses.
Bro just can't stop nutting.
And she has definitely seen me in my pores, and then she'd nag me until we...
Bro, her shirt says Gaslight Department. She's literally, like, she wears who she is on her clothing. Obviously, the name of the special is Gaslit.
Richard.
I can't wait for the post-divorce special where he calls his wife a lesbian.
Nagged me until I got richer is absolutely insane. And
this might be one big bit, which would be funny.
Really summarizes all of the videos, all of the content, all of the lessons, all the solutions provided, summarizes it all. He can't wait till she admits to being a lesbian. I can't wait till she tells us all on our podcast how she successfully got her co-host's husband to blow her back out. And it's also clear that through all of the assessment that we've done,
they're not funny enough for it all to be a bit.
There's clearly things that have to be addressed in the home, but instead of confronting it with her, he transitioned these big issues that he's been talking with his therapist about for like 8 years, right? But transition these issues to just be components of his comedy skit. And because of this wave of watering down of masculinity.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, what type of joke is that? Being a public cuck as performative art?
Masculinity, he found solace within it and then projected it as entertainment. Again, because the state of the union that we are in. I just uploaded a piece of content involving comedian Ryan Davis not too long ago, and y'all loved it on the channel, and it's because you get to see, and kudos to the grandfather comedian of this all, Patrice O'Neal, but we get to see a man talking truthfully about a man's experience in dealing with women.
I'm always told to watch Patrice O'Neal, how based he is, how funny he is. He's also fat, so I'm good.
And that doesn't come across as a man.
I'm never going to listen to a guy who can't control his impulses in the realm of the physical endeavor.
Who doesn't stand on business, a man who doesn't project strength, a man who's not afraid of being masculine, right? Holding the line. But many of these new age comedians, perhaps they are subset of like this feminized matrix that we've all been enveloped in. That's why you see Akaash's behavior. That's why you see a Matt Rife kind of dancing around these sort of masculine topics. But in Akaash's situation, he gaslight himself into believing that it was so normal that, you know, gave her a component of the spotlight and handed everybody a front row seat into their dysfunction. Now, I was going to end the content here, but there was actually another clip that Akaash uploaded to his TikTok. I want to say this is like 3 or 4 years ago, of a heckler in the audience. And I'm using heckler with quotes, and you'll see here in a quick second. Let's watch real quick how he deals with this person that is pissing him off.
But did that guy suck for all of you? You're first, you're second. Did he suck for you?
Yeah, he didn't even look at me. Yeah, that's true. I came here when I was 10, but I've been meeting all kinds of people in America, right?
He sucked for you because you said something.
You look like you read a lot of books.
Yeah, I wish I was reading one right now.
I don't know what I did to deserve this hostility, but just trying to have a good time here. Just a comedy show, you know what I mean?
Dude, I asked him a question and he rolled his eyes. I was like, what are you, fuck my wife? Fuck you, dude. I don't have to put up with this from you. How do you guys
So you have to put up with it when it's your wife?
know each other? Can I ask? Are you comfortable?
He just owns himself with everything that he says.
Talking about it. If not, it's all good. We can move on.
We met on Hinge.
You met on Hinge. Yeah, dude, the South is more open-minded than you think. Don't be so nervous, you know what I mean? There's some fucking... You're not nervous? What are you? Tell me what emotion you're feeling.
He's British, he's really confused.
He's confused by Indians as a Brit? I don't think he is, to be honest with you. I think he's looking at me like, why does this guy have freedom? And I'm trying to power through the set. But when I'm done with my set and I see him doing this, that
Bro's just not entertained.
shit, there is no way your fucking left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour.
It actually is, though.
You clearly want to go home. I don't know why the fuck you didn't leave already. This guy's sitting here picking his fucking calluses on his hand for 10
Dude,
minutes.
this is nothing pisses me off more than the performative, masculine, I'm going to bully random people in the crowd because it makes me feel good because I'm the one with the microphone and I have the power. It's venomous. It's not coming from a place of jest.
And it's just go. Who gives a f? And then I just fucking lost it. I was like, again, with all my jokes, f this guy. He deserved it.
Why?
I don't know if we put this out because it's so mean, but he fucking deserved it. It was fun, to be honest with you. I had a good time. How was this?
This is why nobody has sympathy for Akaash. It was so crazy is that this is a short form piece of content.
Phil, I used to watch you back in the day when I was 14. Thought you were a doomer and you were right all along. Many such cases. Here at Third Eye Global, we believe in delusional optimism. We never doom. We have fun. 3-letter word that a lot of people don't even realize is a thing.
They took clips of him looking at his phone and into it for like 2 seconds. We weren't at the show.
The reason why Third Eye Global will be on top and never dies is because you can't beat someone who's having fun.
We don't know what is going to happen, but at the end of the set, to just rag on the, like, he didn't even say anything. And also, the title of this video is Heckler. The guy's not heckling. He's just sitting there. To be angry or upset because somebody is not entertained by you, right? Like, I get, like, utilizing him as content, right? But
Akaash acts like everyone should be graced by his presence. That he's the funniest man alive.
let's just see how off he goes on this guy.
It's more polite than just getting up and walking out. The guy thinks he's funnier than me. What? Fucking Brits, dude. I'm so glad that bitch died. So glad that bitch died. Never been more
He's talking about the Queen.
glad a bitch died in my life. This whole time I didn't care. I was like, whatever. 92-year-old bitch died. Who cares what she
the
did to
Queen?
India? I'm over it. I'm not over it anymore. That bitch. You get those jokes, don't you? You don't have a hard time understanding that? Fucking stupid inbred bitch. Fuck you.
Is bro okay? It's just uncalled for. All this misplaced rage. He doesn't have an outlet. This is why I recommend some form of combat sports, maybe going for a long run. You get some of those emotions out. I don't know.
I hate this bitch now, and it's your fault.
Maybe he's the bitch here.
I wish we could dump more tea in a fucking hurricane right now. Tea Party Part 2. In a much less significant state. Son, I swear to
Bro's
God.
just perplexed.
Dude.
It's like,
I swear to God, if I had a fucking glove, I'd slap you like that with that shit. Challenge you to a duel.
on guard.
Fucking Hamilton out here. I don't know what the fuck I was talking
All right,
about.
let's go. Meet me outside.
I blacked out for a second, to be honest with you. I feel so
The
good,
British guy's a stone-faced Chad. He's been here before.
though. I feel so much better. About
Yeah, he probably unironically feels better just cathartically screaming at a random person because it's like a cry for help that he's not all there mentally.
everything.
He's got a lot of pent-up aggression and stress.
Fuck the Queen. You goofy inbred bitch that killed Diana. Fuck you. Oh, do you feel bad for this Diana killing ass bitch? Really? Miss, you seem very sweet. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself, but do you really feel bad about this?
So something that some of you may not know about Akaash, and I don't blame you, is I've seen him on Andrew Schulz's podcast, Flagrant, whatever, talk about British colonialism and how Indians got the shit end of the stick throughout history, and that he actually has this dynamic in his head where he's the victim, or at least his people have been. So now it's his time to like reclaim via aggression. It's odd.
Diana killing ass bitch. Can you do me a favor? Can you just come sit here for 5 minutes? Just look at this guy.
The British are actually bad.
Can you see him from here? You only see this part of his face. You don't see the shitty part is right here. You paid for this shit, I bet. He wouldn't do this if he paid.
You know what's funny? Being a victim is never funny.
What I said about being disrespectful? Fuck all of it. Out the window. Respect is given when respect is taken, or whatever the fuck is. It's a reciprocity is the word I'm goddamn looking for. I'm out here sounding like motherfucking suffering succotash out here.
But the thing is that he's not disrespecting you. Like, like, is all of
I don't think bro said anything.
this called for? And you guys let me know because, you know, if anything, I don't like the newfound sensitivity that exists within comedy and people like want
You
to
see, I started to feel bad out of a sense of pity, but bro's really just a fucking asshole.
cancel comedians. And I'm not saying to do that with him, but I'm just trying to understand, is his reaction to this worthy of what the guy was doing, right? He's not being disrespectful. It just sounds like he's just not enjoying himself. So it's not disrespectful if the guy is not enjoying himself. Maybe that just means that he's just not enjoying your jokes. But this actually goes to
Insecure Indian man challenges gay Chad to a victim off and KO'd himself.
and I've heard comedians say this.
Dude, he didn't even have to say anything.
That the comedians are, in fact, they want you to not be sensitive, but they are, in fact, some of the most sensitive types of people.
They really are.
And apparently, if they are, right, not projecting a strong man or less strong than he is, then he's okay with spiraling in this way.
Guy just has one mode, cuck mode. It's bad.
Like, bro has more energy towards somebody with no reaction to his set than his wife.
Like, his personality is just genuinely off-putting. At first, I thought that this situation was comically unserious, but now it's like, I don't feel bad at all.
Right, like this is absurd.
I'm out here talking like Daffy Duck. I'm so upset at this fucking guy.
Like, the mask slips. Well, I don't even know if he wears a mask, to be honest. Is what you see is what you get. And it's just insecurity.
I just don't get it. Sorry, it's not some fucking dry-ass BBC sitcom. You couldn't have stayed home and watched Mr. Bean on PBS on Saturday night?
Mr. Bean is crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a great guy. Doesn't seem like a good hang.
Goddamn, dude. You know, I swear to God, I used to tell people I want to move to London. I changed my mind just now. I love London. You can't be.
He probably thinks he nailed this. He probably thinks, in Joe Rogan's word, he killed it.
From London. You're too.
Okay.
Where
All
you
right,
from?
this
man?
actually goes on for like another 2 minutes or something like that. I think as a comedian, and listen, this is just my critique. I know I haven't done it. I don't understand all the intricacies.
And you know what's crazy? He probably tells Jasleen that, like, it's all just jokes. Like, I love you, baby. It's all just jokes. And no wonder she talks about him the way that she does, bro. Like, I get it now. It all makes sense.
I've never been up on stage, so what do I know? But
what a dork.
Nevertheless, I think that, right, like, your job is to sort of like, you know, not even just to entertain the audience, but also to match their level, right?
Dude, it's actually genius now that I think about it. If those are his jokes at her, which were in his comedy special, by the way, this comes out a year later and she's fantasizing about 10-inch shawarma on a podcast. I mean, that's funny. Fuck you, dude. Probably in her head.
If he was being super disrespectful, was, calling out in the middle of the set, drunk.
Yeah, bro thinks he's a comedy assassin, but his wife is actually funnier. I was over here, criticizing her behavior, but it's warranted, so it seems.
Abrasive. Everything that he did, I think, would match that energy.
She was the real comedian all along. Jasleen W.
Right, but it's not. It's almost like he's just projecting his anger, or maybe he was going through something with his wife at the time. That's why he called her out in the beginning, but it doesn't seem like it's match for match. Does that make sense?
Oh, how the tables have turned.
But listen, shout out to Comedy Without Errors for the original source video to be able to go through and go.
Yo, my mind is actually blown right now. With more context, Jasleen's the comedy assassin.